Hey guys, I did it again. I look off because the viewfinder's over here. I'm pointing like they're going to be able to
I know, you
see.
just tried to turn the camera toward the viewfinder, and we might as well just delete the channel.
Okay, so this is Offhand Attack, and it's where we go and buy eye bleeder energy drinks to drink in videos we're about to film. Can you see, it's going to go out of focus, right here, this lump with a cut on it? I was smart enough to open my truck door, and it slipped out of my hand and hit me in the head.
Like a slapstick cartoon.
It did. I was like, wham! Blood started coming out. I don't know what's going on. I could taste ice cream, though. I don't like the flavor. So, for some RPG tips. NPCs can get repetitive. It's kind of like your...
They can be very one-dimensional. They can be very... I just need this guy to tell my player something, so who cares what he looks like?
Right, and there's also the idea that if you need something on the fly, it's like, it's a farmer. It's a farmer with a hat.
He's a farmer. He's a human farmer with a pitchfork. Yeah, no, that's all you need to know.
That's it.
He doesn't actually talk.
He doesn't talk. He's of Anglo descent.
He doesn't have a voice or a name.
That's it. And so this is a trick, and it's use characters from TV shows. And it sounds super simple. It sounds like basic, but they don't have to be superstars. Like, for instance, let's say your players are going into a tavern. They might ask you, okay, who's sitting there? If you don't have a key NPC sitting at the table or anything like that, what if you use, like, Hugh Laurie from the show House? Or Xander from Buffy? Or Tyrion from Game of Thrones? Because I can promise you, I'm no Petey the Dinks. I'm no Peter Dinklage. So my Tyrion Lannister is going to come across way different, and it's not going to play exactly like Tyrion Lannister.
Your players would never know. Unless you quote whatever these people are from, it's very unlikely your players will have any idea like what it actually is. But it allows you to have fallbacks on mannerisms or things they might say, or to some degree things they might have been through, or, this is less to me for the... And it can be for the physical description or the name. That you're like, okay, well, I have a name for this NPC, or you have your list of random names that you rolled on, say, because they asked. But then when the characters start asking questions or just want to talk to them, you have an idea of what they might do. One character from a TV show might be more likely to be surrounded by women than another, say. Something like that,
Yeah, no, and the other cool thing about this is, I think that for me, having those kind of mannerisms and having them in your back pocket can make it seem realistic right away.
It can make it seem realistic, and like they're a key NPC. Like, obviously the players, I think, shouldn't know the difference between a non-key NPC and a key NPC. We use that phrase to denote someone that you've, statted out that's sitting in the next room.
They got plot hooks sitting in their pants.
Exactly, but this is a random person that is sitting there that they decided to converse with, or that otherwise somehow was roped into the situation.
Right.
And you immediately have a whole set of characteristics written if you think of some of your favorite shows, or a character you do or don't like, or it can be anyone from any show, or even something else like a comic book or a book.
Yeah.
But just having that immediate snapshot, it's as though you statted them out. Because you know them so well, because you watch them on TV.
Exactly. So that's it. Use NPCs like this. And I think a cool trick, too, is to don't just use this for big NPCs. Sort of write a list. And so if there's a location, have in your back pocket characters you want to use. And another thing, if you're watching a movie, if you're watching, a television show or anything like that, you can just pop open your phone or write in your notepad like, oh, I want to use this character.
Yeah.
I want to use, we use Tyrion Lannister. I want to use a Joffrey type character, or, even taking it, to a totally different genre. You could do something like, one of my favorite television shows is a show called The Blacklist. And dude, try to be Raymond Reddington. Yeah. It's tough to pull off a James Spader Raymond Reddington, but if you can even pull it off a little bit, there's a lot of depth there that you can pull from. So anyway, keep an eye out, because I'm going to be running a game soon, and I'm going to go, you enter the pub, and you see Peter Dinklage dressed as Tyrion Lannister.
And he's actually going to have the mannerisms and backstory of Xander from Buffy.
It's going to be great. Mash up. So this has been Offhand Attack. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and as always, you can check out absolutetabletop.com for our supplements for tabletop RPGs. So, so until next time, may your dice roll high.